Hey, it's Janae here to brighten and lighten and ignite your day. It's Transformation Tuesday. I'm here with another edition of TheGist, helping you to get inspired and start that transformation. Today's resource is a big one, and it took me a while to read, called High Performance Habits. It's pretty thick, and in fact, it was supposed to be even longer. It's Brendon Burchard's latest book, How Extraordinary People Become That Way. So I kind of feel like this is that sequel to Stephen Covey's book a few decades ago, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is like, okay, how do we take our habits to that next level? And in fact, this is the largest study that's been done on high performers across the world. So he's done a lot of data and research and worked with a team to really figure out, scientifically proven, what are those core habits? So the inspiration, of course, with all of this is just understanding what is it. So there it has HP6, and he refers that to as High Performance 6. And I encourage you, if this is of interest at all, to Google him if you don't already know who Brendon Burchard is. And he talks all about this way better than I can. But just to give you a little bit from my perspective. So what I enjoyed about this book is learning more about the habits. And what I plan to do here is just to share with you a little bit more about the from his summary. So I think it's a great resource at the end of all of this. He has a summary guide, and I like the quote by Abraham Lincoln: "Whatever you are, be a good one." So he has these habits really breaking into 3 personal habits and then 3 social habits. So the 3 personal habits are habit number 1, seek clarity. And then within each habit, he has kind of 3 core traits. So for example, the importance of clarity is this idea of being able to envision things, determine feelings, and defining what's meaningful. So again, a really high level summary for what he gets into the details. But it's all about clarity. If we don't understand where we want to go, high performers know that, they nail it, and they attach amazing feelings around it of what's meaningful. Another personal habit, number 2, is to generate energy. So how do you bring the joy that he says? How do you optimize your health in a way that you can have more energy, and what he calls a process called release tension and set intention. We are so stressful and we carry so much stress in our bodies. How do we release that tension and set the new intention for whatever we have going forward? So he has tips around that. Habit number 3, the last of the personal habits, is to raise the necessity. So know who needs your A game. We have to give our A game. We can't do it at all times, but we have to give it. Again, know our why, and sometimes we have to level up our squad and the people around us. So then the next 3 habits are his social habits, and I'll just tell you my transformation is number 4. So what I love about this is that I could go to a habit and say, okay, what do I want to work on? Maybe this year, this month, and I could work on that. For me, it's habit number 4, to increase productivity, to really increase the outputs that matter, not just any outputs, but the one that makes the most difference. And then he talks about how do you chart your next 5 moves. So there's a lot of moves you can make. What are the next 5 most important moves? And he has a whole kind of strategy around that. And then I love this too, get insanely good at the key skills that matter for you. So kind of a theme that I've talked about in some of the other books. Habit 5 then is to develop influence. How do you help people to teach them how to think? If we want to help influence them, we need to help them understand how to think better, more strategically, and then communicate that, challenge people to grow, and role model the way. And then the last habit, habit number 6, is to demonstrate courage. And I love how it ends with this, because you could do all these things great, and if you don't have the courage or the fortitude to carry it out, it's going to be challenging. And he goes, first of all, you have to, number 1, honor the struggle. It will be hard. It will be challenging. Nothing great comes without those challenges, so you need to honor that. and share truth and your ambitions. Sometimes people don't want to share their great ambitions because others will put them down or make fun of them, but he encourages us, as high performers do. They share them, they're truthful, and they move forward no matter what. And most importantly, to find someone or something to fight for. When we have that cause, or we just have that one person we're doing it for, it can make all the difference to live with integrity. So he has some time traps and other things in here too that can get in the way, but those are the core 6, and I love being able to go back to them. And like I said, it's kind of like the Bible of high performance and the habits you need to form. So definitely a good one to have as a resource for your productivity and your future habit building going forward. From my heart to yours, be love.